when looking at parallel circuits, there are two key features, or a few key features, that we need to be aware of. For a start, all of the components are in parallel to each other. The voltage within our circuit remains constant. However, the current, so the amps, is split over the components. So, if we start up with current, if, for instance, we have 3 cells, each with 3 voltage each, then the total voltage in this circuit is going to be 9 volts. Which means that if we go and look at the voltage over our second component, it's also going to be 9 volts, and same again over our third component, it's still going to be 9 volts. Next, if we go and think about the current, we measure current using ammeter. Remember that ammeters are always in series with the circuit. So, if the current is 9 amps before it's been split, that means that the total current going over the other 2 ammeters must also equal 9 amps. So, if the current going down this arm to where this resistor is 3 amps, then the current in the second part must be, by definition, must be 6 amps, so our total current adds up to 9. If we now know what the current is along each arm and what the voltage is along each arm, we can go and work out what the resistance is down each arm. So, if we remember, resistance is calculated by voltage divided by current. So, for resistor 1, we are going to have a voltage of 9 divided by a current of 3, which will give us a resistance of 3 ohms. For resistor, or the series of resistors 2, we're going to have 9 volts again. This time we've got 6 amps. So to work out the resistance, we'll do 9 volts divided by 6 amps, which would go and give us a total resistance of 1.5. If we now want to go and work out what the total resistance is for this parallel circuit, we can go and work it out using this simple conversion. So, the method or the equation that we use is resistor 1, or whatever the resistance 1 is, times by whatever the resistance is at component 2, and we divide that by resistance 1 plus resistance 2. So, in the case of what we've just looked at, we're going to have 3 times 1.5, which would give us 4.5. Then we'll have 3 plus 1.5, which will give us 4.5. So in this example is quite easy and straightforward. So our total resistance in the circuit would be 4.5 divided by 4.5, which would give us a total resistance of 1 ohm. So that is a very, very brief summary about parallel circuits and about how you go and calculate resistance along individual components and how we work out total resistance.